So this is from Crying Shark. And this is Joe Rogan being fake to the Undertaker after trashing wrestling for years. So we were gonna play this. We never got to it.
I was always wondering how that episode was gonna go because I don't watch Rogan anymore.
Well, check it out.
There's nothing wrong with being gay. Nothing. And there's nothing wrong with being a fan of pro wrestling. But it's the same thing.
But hey, man, thanks for coming on here. I really appreciate it.
No, thanks for having me, man. Yeah, it's an honor, really.
Oh, my pleasure. Honor to have you.
There's that stigma that MMA was it kind of, is it like wrestling? You know, and everybody's like, fuck no, it's not like wrestling.
It's not the goddamn same. One of them is real. One of them is people that are battling for their life in the most difficult contest in all of sports.
MMA people are a little more sensitive about it.
Another one is some weird...
This is a great cut. I love this already.
Fucking jerk-off thing that strange guys do when they sit in front of the TV and pretend they don't know it's fake.
Didn't you used to do jiu-jitsu while listening to Gangster with another dude? Because I remember when you were on O&A. Remember when he talked about that? It was him and Eddie Bravo. Used to do jiu-jitsu in his garage while listening to Gangster.
I don't even care if he kept calling wrestling lame, but he keeps pressing the gay issue, and it's like, Joe.
Yeah, relax,
Nobody has more closeted homosexual tendencies than you.
Guys do when they sit in front of the TV and pretend they don't know it's fake.
They get all up in arms. Like, why you get that fake bullshit wrestler on there? Dude, don't.
Yeah, you can't worry about those people.
No, I don't worry about them.
There's people that love
You can't worry about those people. You're those people, Joe.
real fighting that have a real hard time with these fake WWE style scenarios. I don't like that kind of shit bleeding into MMA. I think it's dumb.
You think it's dumb, but that's been happening in MMA for years. They yell at each other on Twitter, and they have since the beginning of fucking UFC. They all work it up. Boxing, even before MMA, boxing used to do that. Boxers used to fucking yell at each other and scream at each other on purpose before fights to hype it up.
I don't like that kind of shit bleeding into MMA. I think it's dumb.
There's millions and millions of WWE
Yeah, and
fans.
I'm telling you why maybe Hunter S. Thompson was just a couple of decades off when he was predicting the end of the world.
Yeah.
How big is fucking WrestleMania? That's
Dude.
crazy.
Huge.
That is crazy. When you look at that many people there for that.
They come
what
from-
a successful fucking event. What else?
Jaw
Stun that audience? A fucking simple card trick.
Hey, this is Everyman Joe Rogan, okay?
To come.
If
I know,
can,
I know you're not a wrestling fan. I know
wrestling is gayer than musicals. How about that? I'll take acid and go. How about that?
I tell you, brother, I guarantee you.
You're going to see what happens at WrestleMania. I mean,
That
you're
sounds like a
definitely going to watch highlights.
Fuck is wrong with you?
I guarantee you, you'll have a good time.
I would go if I'm home, if I'm around. I never know where I'm at. It's hard.
What do you mean you never know where you're at?
I mean, you're the
You haven't
boss,
left
Joe.
Texas.
And you're the boss.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Like you're right in that, yeah, I don't know where I'm going to be next week or what I'm doing, but like, if somebody called me and said, yo, oh yeah, it's actually coming up next week. If somebody said, yo, Mersh, you want to go to WrestleMania? I got an extra ticket. I would just call Royce and be like, I'm not coming in tomorrow. Like, I'm to WrestleMania. Like, you know what I mean? There's no fucking...
There's still 1,000 tickets left.
I'm not going. I'm not paying to go to WrestleMania.
No, I know.
But I mean, like, if somebody went, hey man, I got a box or whatever, you want to go to Mania? I'd be like, whatever. But like, I look at these pretending like, yeah, I would go. Like, you know, if only I could just get away from work. And it's like, you are work. You could tell everyone to go home, Joe.
It's hard to give a shit about fake fights.
Fan or not a fan, you will have a good time.
I'm sure.
I've been telling him this for years. Hopefully you get it through to him.
I'd go fucking crazy and I'd watch lions killing gazelles on television because that's real. That's what I'd do. I'd grab my laptop and I'd be like, yeah, you watch this fake shit all day. I need real. I can't
Why do you
get
want to watch
entertained by
things
fake.
die?
I'm sorry.
Why do you want to watch things die? That's what I don't understand. And also, like, I know this is an old wrestling defense talking point, but like, do you go to movies, Joe? Have you been to an Avengers movie? Have you been to? I mean, how many movies have we seen over the years that are very clearly fake? Like, I know that Star-Lord can't fly through space without any sort of oxygen apparatus and just live. I know that. But it's better to just pretend for the 2 hours Guardians is on and go, this is fun.
Right, and the way that you pretend Brendan Schaub is funny, like you pretend he's hilarious, and you got him a Showtime special. So like the way you do that, you could pretend on other things.
You pretend he's a fighter.
Yeah.
You pretend he's a comedian.
Yeah.
You pretend he's a good dresser.
Yeah.
You pretend he's cool.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is so crazy.
105,000
Jesus Christ.
people.
Oh, that's so many people.
So 78,000.
Yeah, you have to cut it down with Vince, and Vince's math is not always the best.
It's just,
Look at the size of that crowd.
You know what I would do if I worked for the IRS? Is I would just start auditing at WWE. Be like, something's not adding up with your crowd numbers versus the money you're reporting, and just watch how quickly like Vince has to start going. 68,000.
Come on.
The minute it starts costing him money, he'll be like, all right, 68.
My God.
That'd be amazing if you were there.
Physically? No. When you're watching the WWE, you know that it's scripted. No disrespect to the wrestlers or anything like that, but one of the reasons why the audience will act like that is because they could feel that it's not real. It's all
Sorry,
horseshit.
I have to correct somebody here. Dirk Diggler says Undertaker would beat Joe's ass in real life. The Undertaker can barely walk anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe in their prime, at a different time and place, maybe. But the Undertaker he's in Hulk Hogan shape now. Like he's in
Bad hips.
people that see him go like, yeah, he was a really nice guy, but he's not moving like the 1990 Purple Gloves Undertaker.
They're like trying to suck excitement out of the air.
You know.
Oh my God.
so, you know,
Who works harder than pro wrestlers?
What an ass kisser.
But this is look. It doesn't matter. I mean, there's a lot of people that don't like wrestling that watch, and that's fine. If you don't like wrestling, that's fine. You can think it's gay. I don't care. Probably think some of the things you like are gay, but this isn't a defense of wrestling. This is just to show you what Joe Rogan is.
Like literally. I'd rather watch like a really good fiction
And
somewhere I know it's going to be good.
Yeah.
All the time. Not every now and then a guy tries to mouth fuck a dude with a sock on his hand.
You talking about Mick Foley? The dude that has lost an ear and a tooth and fucking fucked up his entire body?
Yeah, a man who is, despite becoming a complete cock,
And he is a cock.
still manages to be one of the most charitable, nice people, always raising money for complete strangers. Like, you say whatever you want about Mick Foley, but I mean, that fucking guy, like, came from nothing, didn't look like shit, and still became a huge star.
Well, no wonder why so many guys have a problem with pills, too, because you're in a constant state of pain.
absolutely.
Brock Lesnar beat The Undertaker. Nobody thought it was going to happen.
Oh, my God. What did they do, Tony?
Imagine if on Saturday...
The fuck is wrong with you?
This is how I feel watching your show a lot, Joe. It's like, oh my God, really? You got an assault tank? Wow, that's so cool. Oh, wow, you took DMT? Why don't you tell your same DMT story for the 50th time, Joe? That's super cool, because every man loves to hear about it. Oh, you have another guy that run 3 marathons in a row? Ooh, captivating. Oh, your elk hunting buddies there? Tell me how fucking awesome elk meat is. I mean, come on, that's just as boring, Joe. It's fucking boring.
Imagine...
Somebody in the chat pointed out the guy Joe is talking to threw Mick Foley off the top of a steel cage.
It's a really good point. Oh my God, you're right.
Thought it was going to happen. It was amazing. It was fake as fuck, dude. Is there anybody that gets through pro wrestling without a series of catastrophic...
Joe's looking a little,
little pudgy.
little tiny bit pudgy, a little bit.
injuries?
2015, I wrestled Lesnar at WrestleMania and the Superdome. Somewhere in the first 5 minutes or so of the match, I get concussed.
Yeah,
I don't
concussion's
even
a
buy
concussion.
that. I don't even...
That's right. I remember that. Fucking Taker didn't remember anything after 3 p.m. because he got concussed so bad.
buy it was a real concussion.
Okay.
They probably faked a concussion.
I mean, at that point, he's just breaking balls.
I know. It's just funny, though.
They gotta take the Undertaker to the hospital. He's got a boo-boo.
Anyway,
Okay, well, this is now actually
It's
specifically.
getting very... Whoever
This-
cut this up is
Crying
a fucking...
Shark. Shout out to Crying
Crying
Shark.
Shark, you're a fucking asshole, and I hope that I never, ever piss you off.
Yeah.
well, they take me to the hospital,
They took the Undertaker and put a
And-
Band-Aid on him.
come out. It's the same kind of deal. They go, all right, he's broken his neck.
Went to the hospital with The
Because he
Undertaker
cried so hard he dehydrated himself.
after that match
They had to give him an IV to replenish his
because
tears.
he thought he killed The Undertaker from that concussion.
It was an old break that I never knew I had.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you had a break. You just
I never knew
still
it.
wrestling with it.
And I never knew it.
Oh my god. It's a real boo-boo, folks. If you don't think it's a real boo-boo, I'll show you the fucking Band-Aid on it. And it's just incredible that you can do that and then still wrestle. I mean,
Yeah.
you're jumping onto a cushion. How crazy. My kids do that.
Well,
There's
my mom could
There's
do
a
that.
place down the street from here. There's trampolines and they have cushions.
I'm sorry. Does he think the little 1-inch mat that they're jumping on is like a big cushion?
Also, I mean, you say whatever you want about pro wrestlers, but they have probably one of the most brutal schedules. Well, WWE ones do have the most brutal schedule that you've ever seen in your life. These MMA guy fight like they fight every 6 months.
Yep.
Guy Zone.
An 8-year stretch where I average 270 dates a year.
There you go.
That's what a lot of people don't. They don't get that part of what we do.
They don't get the live events,
Yeah,
town to town, flying everywhere. That is bananas.
Yeah.
That shit's gamer than a
Morale.
play. Those dudes are hugging. They get all sweaty. They're laying on each other.
They're acting.
and it's not real.
There's some crazy submission moves that.
No. That's the last thing. Let me tell you something. That's the last thing you want to show me. That'll get me angry. See, here's why this is so fucking stupid. The guy in black is no. The guy in black has the better position.
Well, there you go.
Gogo Plata. Wow, that's crazy.
Changed the name to Hell's Gate.
What are they doing? Winners or losers? Everybody gets a trophy? Is that what you're doing? So you would grab them by the back of the head and run your shin underneath their neck. It's bullshit.
Right.
It's offensive to me.
Yeah.
It's offensive.
Yeah.
And the idea.
But there's other moves that happen that are amazing.
No. They're all offensive. They take athleticism to pull off, but they're offensive. Because I'm so aware. It's so in my face that this is not really happening. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Just seeing that makes me shiver.
Oh, that's when Lesnar got the fucking broke his neck, got the concussion.
Seeing that image.
Oh no, sorry, Austin broke his neck.
Ooh. Who works harder than pro wrestlers?
I know.
Like literally. I can't watch somebody breaking their leg for a play. It's essentially a play. Oh, shit. Imagine if there's a play where you break your leg. All that stuff is what makes you you. And when it's all said and done, you're 30 plus years in the game, you can look back on that and go, I earned every fucking ounce of this. Who knows, man? It's all plot lines for those folk. Maybe I'm a commentator on pro wrestling. Maybe this is all some fucking phony horse shit, and I'm caught up in this, pretending it's all real and legitimizing this horse shit.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Joe.
That's. He'll honestly. It's just then don't be fake though. Just don't be fake.
Say it to Taker's face, man.
Yeah, say the shit to his face.